Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to do a video that I actually doubted and didn't think that I wanted to do this because I questioned myself so much on whether or not I'd have the courage to do this. I want to discuss hormonal acne and acne in general. So it's something that's really sensitive to me because I grew up with extremely bad skin. I broke out so severely that I was left with acne marks. I was left with putting on too much makeup. So even as a teenager, I would cake my face with so much foundation just to conceal, and it just looked so bad. And it obviously aggravated my acne, which was not very good. So what I decided to do today was show you something, because for me, every time I post a video, people are like, oh my God, your skin's so amazing. I've actually worked really hard on making sure my skin is intact and it's good, and it's perfect for camera. It's not perfect, nothing's perfect, but I've worked really hard to try and get skin that I'm happy with and confident with. Until today, I am not. So I was flying around. I went to New York and then in London, and my skin was amazing. As soon as I landed in Dubai, with the heat, with working out, with my hormonal issues, with everything, I broke out with maybe 3 or 4 gigantic spots on my face. In fact, I was supposed to shoot this video last week, but I was so insecure about it. And then my skin just kept getting worse and worse. And then I was able to calm it down. And now that I've calmed it down, I want to show you guys how to conceal acne scars, marks, and pigmentation. It's so easy to go over the top and do too much, and then it just looks cakey. So I've actually already concealed, I know it doesn't look like it, but I've already concealed some of the marks on my face right now. So I had 3 spots on my face that were really big, and I managed to keep them under control, but now I'm left with the scarring. And a lot of people don't know how to conceal when you have scarring. So I'm gonna go ahead and just remove using the Bioderma wipe. I'm just gonna remove, I just put a little concealer over here and a little concealer over here. Now, because these acne marks are evil, I obviously don't feel confident enough to go out. And I really didn't want to do this video because I'm so insecure about something like this. And I know a lot of you out there are probably feeling the same way. So even on my team, actually, everyone was really excited for me to do this video because they were like, you should be in your power and you should feel confident enough to know that your products are so good that you use such a little amount and you can actually conceal it. So first thing I'm going to do is just add a moisturizer and just lightly dab it into my skin. And then a sunblock. So sunblock is really, really, really important. So I'm using this sunblock that I got recently in the US called Kinship. The reason I loved it is because it's zinc oxide and it's a probiotic moisturizing sunscreen. And it's got, when you apply it on, it's actually kind of got this beautiful sheen, shimmer sort of thing. So it almost looks like the Max Strobe cream, but on your face. And I'm just applying a little bit on my face and using my blender to apply it as well, right? So that's always your first step, because when you have sunspots or acne or anything, the last thing you want to do is be exposing it to the sun, especially when you're using these harsh pimple creams, which is what I was using, which is why I'm left with scarring right now. I'm also left with scarring because I tried to pop this one. Instead of thinking, no, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna go away, I popped it and now it's left a mark. And so marks can be really difficult to deal with, so that's why I wanted to do this video, just to show you guys the best possible way to conceal and feel more confident. Now, it's really important to normalize acne. It's real. We're all going through it. Whether you're a man or a woman, we all get pimples and we all get insecure about it. Some of us more so than others, but some of us really do get insecure. Like, I cry and I sit at home and I cancel all my plans because I have a pimple on my face. And it's normal, and I realize that a lot of people are like this. So instead of me just being sad about it and not being able to look at myself in the mirror, I decided might as well just show you guys what I do to be able to feel more confident. And now I'm not saying mask yourself with makeup and do a lot of makeup so that you feel more confident. What I'm saying is there are ways that you can actually be able to go out, don't cancel your plans. Make yourself feel a little bit better just by concealing, just by using a few little tricks. So the first thing I'm gonna do is use my No Bag Vibes. Now, I'm not gonna use this if I have an active acne spot. So this one's active, right? Because it's red. This one has a kind of like purplish tone, which is why I'm gonna put a little bit on and a little bit over here. It's almost like a scar. And now I'm just gonna blend it a little bit like this, and that's it. Also gonna apply a little bit under my eyes because I have been a little bit sad and crying. So I definitely need my No Bag Vibes corrector. And I'm just applying a little bit like this and blending it out. So this is, if you want to properly conceal, your best bet. So now I'm going to use my Secret Perfector stick and I'm going to apply it underneath my eyes and of course on the mark. Underneath my eyes and of course on the mark, like that, with a little X. So I created these products to be non-comedogenic because I have extremely sensitive skin. So when someone says they break out from a product, it shouldn't be a makeup product. It's very important for you to remove it. The only reason you would break out from it is if you got a rash or an allergy. If you are getting acne, there's so many other factors. It could be, I know my issues are hormonal because I eat super clean. So even more so, I'm more frustrated with the fact that why am I getting these? And it's in the hormonal areas. It's also because of these masks that we're wearing. So it's frustrating. The next thing is my Liquid Magic. So I'm just gonna apply that just on the spots. And now if you really don't wanna go for a heavy coverage and you just want something light just to conceal, this is all you have to do. And it works. It's all you really have to do to make yourself feel a little bit more confident. Like I didn't even do the full thing like this before. You'll see how it just magically kind of disappears. If you have a mark or a scar that's a little bit more prominent that does not want to hide itself, I would apply a little bit like this one. This one's like a purple one. I'm gonna hide it a little bit more. And this one has been there forever, and this one. Obviously, I don't wear makeup to work out, so that's probably the one time that I feel the most insecure. And I found myself saying this the other day. I said, thank God for these masks because at least I can cover my face. And I just thought, wow, that is next level insecure. Who even says stuff like that anymore? It's not good for you. It's not good for your soul. So I'm trying to avoid that now. And I'm gonna apply a little bit more under my eyes. If you see, I'm applying a little at a time because I'm not going for a heavy coverage. I'm building it up slowly just for the purpose of concealing. And now you can already see that if you do this, your acne marks are pretty much gone. Except this one. Okay. Now the best thing to do over here is to take a translucent powder, which is what I always do. And I'm just gonna use a little brush this time, just over on the spot so that it applies right over there. And the same thing on the other side. And underneath my eyes. And there you go, you're pretty much done and you don't feel insecure anymore. You have your coverage. It's not too much, it's not too heavy. It's like a quick fix for you just to conceal and feel a little bit more confident about yourself. Now, if we were going to go to a heavier look and you were going out at night and you wanted to have something that was a little bit more coverage, so I use the MAC Studio Fix powder and it comes with a little sponge, right? And what I do is I use my blender and I just apply it underneath and kind of like to set my makeup, but in a much heavier way than how my makeup would be set with just the translucent. And the coverage will be really good and it'll stay for a lot longer. So if you see, I'm just applying it, I'm pressing it in and just applying it. Now this I generally do if I feel like I need more coverage and we go into a night look, this is what I would do. And there you go. I now can feel more confident about going out and not really feel, I'm not saying makeup is important to make yourself look beautiful. I'm saying sometimes you just need that confidence boost. This is what it's gonna get for me to get that confidence boost, is to actually feel like my skin doesn't look, there's no bright red spots. It's great if you can normalize acne and feel confident with your acne. If you don't have the same issues as me, good for you. I wish I could be like that. For me, I'm in the beauty industry and I see myself and I know it's normal to have it, but I still can't look at myself with it. And I'm being totally real here. And I know that there's so many of you out there who are exactly like me, and it makes you sad. And this is the best way to make yourself feel confident, is just by applying a little bit of concealer and a little bit of powder. But I hope this helps. Our 3-step process is amazing, but even if you just use the Liquid Magic or the Secret Perfector and just put a little bit on, you would see how it magically erases anything, and it just gives you that boost of confidence. I hope this helps, and I really hope that you guys find some confidence in whatever it is that you do. And if you guys don't have these issues, then please advise me how I can feel more confident with acne marks on my face, or acne pimples, or pimples or blemishes. I think it's really good to normalize the fact that it's there and to understand that it's gonna go in a few days and it's real. But it's also really important for you to feel confident. And for me, confidence comes from when my skin looks good. So that's my little tip to you. Sending you guys lots of love, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helps you so much more than you can ever imagine.